WesWes, y'all.
Guys, we're back.
Yes, we are back.
It's 2022 and we've not been back since December. We did a summer playlist and then we had a break.
Yeah,
Like a long ass break.
Yeah, because Christmas happened, New Year's happened, going back to work happened. I went back to work on the 10th. You kind of pretty much always worked through.
Yeah.
And you went back on...
when school started.
Yeah. So it's kind of been like just getting back into work and normal life. And then we were like, man, we need to get back into it.
And so, ta-da!
It's good to be back though.
It is, even though it's taken us about 2 hours.
Yeah, this is going to be like a raw, really raw.
Like raw in the sense that we've done no work for it. And we're just going to really
Just
wing
going
it.
with the feels.
We are going with the
we
feels.
totally are.
Yeah. Because originally we thought we'd come back with the Anthony Hamilton and Musiq Soulchild verzuz, because it was a good way to kick off the first podcast for the year. But
Yeah, because
then
it just happened yesterday.
Yeah, it just happened yesterday. It's current. But then we weren't really feeling that. So then we thought we'd do the halftime show. And that was okay, but we're figuring out what we should do for this podcast.
Like
And so
I think,
it's a mashup of both and really just our own opinion with no real background or research on it. We're just speaking our minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, good on you, mate.
Because we didn't even really like
Just
it.
we didn't like it
It took
either.
us this long to get to a
Wait,
conclusion.
except for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Let's go there. Like, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, I got goosebumps.
Yeah, it's fresh for me because it was all a big hype. Well, when I say that, I just mean like people were talking about it. And so then when there's hype, my mind tends to be like, ugh, do you know what I mean? It
Like
just,
a build-up movie.
like I just, everybody likes it. I don't want to watch it kind of thing. So I didn't. And I watched it like 30 minutes ago here. And yeah, goosebumps. And I get it. At the time, I don't think I realized the magnitude of it. Like, I don't know if I think someone said Snoop performed. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And then when I realized, who else performed and watched it, it was just like, shucks, yes, this is cool. Yeah. But who do you like? Because then you were saying your son watched it and he was like, oh, yeah.
Okay, I saw Cam's status that it was on during the day at work, and I went, fuck, I want to watch it. So I waited until I got home and I was like, I want to watch it on full blast on my speaker on the TV. So I did. Came home, did exactly that. Then my son was talking about it and I said, so my son's like 24, and I said, okay, have you watched it? And he goes, no, I haven't. So we watched it together, and I was just staring at him the whole time. I was like, oh my God, are you going to jump up? Like, fuck, this is the shit. This is my era. And he goes, technically, it's not your era. You were blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, shut the fuck up, like, seriously. And then he, he was like, oh, yeah, that's okay. He wasn't fazed at all when Dr. Dre and Snoop went on. And I'm still, like, watching it for the second time. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. And I'm like, these guys don't age at all. They still sound the fucking same.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick Lamar comes on and he's like, and I'm just like,
Oh, okay.
oh, I mean,
different genes.
different
generation.
era.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, so he's jumping up and down now. And he was like, now this is what, and I went, excuse me?
So they made it a little bit relevant to another generation. They were quite good in what they did then.
I mean, nice blend.
Well, they're good. They got you.
Nice
they got
blend.
him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were
Good
doing
point.
like a cross-generational thing where
Right,
they could.
yeah.
Well, I feel because I couldn't give two shits about Kendrick Lamar
Yeah.
personally, but the rest, fuck yes.
Yeah. I don't
You know
think
when
he
we watched
knew-
it and he came out and you guys were like, oh my gosh, and I was like, oh, who the fuck is that? And when I was looking online, I was like, oh, okay, that's the only name I don't know. That must be Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, okay. I feel better now.
Yeah, I could not
Since
have
you
told you. But Pan was like, oh, and he chose such a good song. And I was like, and I still don't know.
Oh my God. Well,
this
let's
guy
be
is.
real. I only know because my boys are that age and they're into it. Now, if I didn't have boys that age, I wouldn't know.
Nah, true.
I probably would still be like, who?
Yeah.
I'd be like, you.
So, hey, for, cool for him to be like, that must be epic for him.
Yeah.
To have been with these other people. Do you know what I mean? Like, because, I don't know whether he was, it's got to be good.
It is. I mean, I just really felt my age at that time. You know what I mean? Well, he made me feel that age, but when he was performing, I felt like I was back
then.
Yeah.
When those songs actually came out, I felt that age again, and I got goosebumps and I got excited.
Even on the Eminem
all the
one?
emotions. Yeah. Okay, let me be real about Eminem. So I'm not. What do you say? Like, I don't not
He's
like
just
him.
neither here nor there for you.
Like, I would listen to a song. So I like his other songs, whatever. But my focus was on
Anderson Park.
Anderson Park. Like, what the fuck? His drumming. So it took me away from Eminem. I wasn't even staring at him. And when I watched it again, I was watching Anderson Park again.
He upstaged him.
I'm so sorry, but yes, to all the Eminem fans out there. Fuck.
Hello. No.
Hello.
I'm not an Eminem fan, so
I'm not, but like Anderson Park fucking showed
he
up.
looked like a kid.
He showed up
at Christmas. That guy, eh?
Like he was just
like,
happy to
he
be
was just
there.
like, what the fuck? This is epic, man, and I'm part of it. Kind of. Yeah. He was giving that look, and he was giving the look.
He just was like teeth.
I know.
The whole time, which
Grinning.
was amazing, yeah.
And he wears those epic
But
glasses.
that band, to be fair, like I said to you, leveled up Eminem's song for me. I was like, the band was like, whoa.
The band was amazing.
Yeah, and I'm not even like a live band kind of person, but I was just like,
yeah, you know what? He was
ooh.
probably going, oh yeah, I've got my guitarist and I got blah, blah, blah. If I'm playing drums, I've got these guys. They're coming to play with me.
And
that's why
Eminem featuring Eminem.
featuring Eminem, who's kneeling.
Yeah, on his song. I didn't even see that part.
No, he did. Apparently they told him not to kneel. Or something like that.
And being the person that he is.
But you know him, he doesn't give a shit. Which good on him, and he did.
Which is cool. I think that's cool.
Kind of like, you know what, you probably didn't have to say it. And then the fact that you told him not to, he's kind of like,
well, fuck you.
I really want to do it now.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying that like it was approved, I think, or something. So they're like, oh, is it a big deal if they were like okay with him kneeling in the first place? I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't want to take away from the kneeling because the kneeling is cool.
Yeah, like a nod.
Yeah, but
you
who
know?
gives a shit if he did? Like, good on him. Like. Don't make a big deal out
and exactly,
of
if you didn't say it, he probably wouldn't have, but you did. So
but
he
because
wanted
you
to
told
say,
him.
Yeah. So overall, because as a country, we're not a big Super Bowl country.
I'm not a Super Bowl fan.
Neither.
Just for the halftime show.
Yeah, same.
But going forward
watched,
now, I was just saying to you guys, my work colleague. Was saying to us, hey girls, because he does a lot of work with our team, and he's like, I'm not going to be here on Monday because I've taken the day off to, go to the city. They're playing the Super Bowl, and I was just like, oh, that's cool in itself that you like it enough. And he was like, oh, in the halftime show, and so that's when I kind of first heard about it, but still didn't really think much about it. And I haven't before, but it made me think, you know what? Maybe I don't know how often it's played. Surely.
The Super Bowl, is it like yearly or 2
I was going to say, I don't know if it is annually.
So I think it started in 1990.
I don't know. I want to say
the halftime shows or the Super Bowl.
Sorry, the halftime.
I feel like they got better going forward because I think historically it looks like and it was just like it was marching bands and stuff, and then they kind of were like, why wouldn't we get local talent in that to come on? Super Bowl, how many times? Yeah, I just don't know.
I think it's yearly because The Weeknd did his one last
year.
Yeah.
Oh, it was? Oh yeah, annual playoff championship. So it'll be, next year. So now I'm kind of like, do you know what? How cool would that be to go down and get all hyped up and maybe not necessarily pick a team, but enjoy it, and then watch the halftime show depending on who it is. And now I'm semi-interested next year to be like, okay, who they're going to get now, and see how well they did compared to this
Previous
year.
years,
Or
yeah.
I think significantly, you were saying, because we were, I mean, maybe I'm speaking for both of us, but we were kind of like, I don't really know enough about, the people who performed today. And you were like, you had so much knowledge, and we were like, okay, let's stop talking about it so you can enlighten us. You just knew some like the random things,
shit.
like, because wasn't it cool how they had the
map of Compton.
and we were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, okay. So when she said that, I was sitting here going, "Oh my god, is that what it was?" Because I thought,
It looked just like, as a set, it looked cool.
I actually thought it was the world,
Yeah.
like the world map.
Which,
Okay, don't
No,
judge
but
these
which
could have
people.
been.
which wouldn't
Yeah.
have
Which I
been
thought,
remiss if you, thought
and then
that.
with them in the middle, that's what I actually thought it was. And
Yeah.
then when you said that, I went, way
Nah,
off,
but
guy.
when Pani goes, no, because it had the donut, blah blah, and I was like, I don't even know what the you were talking about. Like, you knew the Compton main road, like, and I was like, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't recognize it.
No, neither.
I would recognize Avondale Main Street,
Yeah.
but
It was significant in like how they repped Compton. Like, say if I was a Ranui artist and like I did a video somewhere, or paying homage to my town, I'd be doing it
sure.
on standing on top of Fresh Choice or something.
Yeah.
Let's
So
do
like
that.
so like in the videos, like Snoop and is it Gin and Juice or
Yeah.
what's my name? He's standing on top of the donut shop, and
Oh.
then Tupac's Live and Die in LA.
You pay like so much attention.
I don't. I've forgotten the video. It's
Yeah.
from back in the 90s.
and then
yeah.
Tupac's Live and Die in LA. He's at that same place. Like everybody has different videos
Is that
there.
right? Oh my god, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and that main street apparently is like, it's a long street, and if you followed it, you'll be like in the hood ghetto where these guys or whatever. And if you carried it right to the end, you end up in like the richest part of the area or something. So it's like a whole polar kind of effect. Like, this is where all the dirt poor gangster thug people hang out, and so. And then it's like on the corner of Crenshaw, like that's where, what's his name? The one that died recently.
You are telling the
Fuck
story
me.
because I don't
Yeah.
even know.
But it was cool because like it was like a homage to Compton because it was in Los Angeles. And then at the same time it was like everything that kind of white America doesn't like about black people. It was like
Right up in your face.
it was like on a worldwide stage, like the ugliest part of Los Angeles, and everyone's crip walking and wearing khaki suits and all that kind of shit, which
Yeah.
is what gangs do. And so it was really cool. And then everything that hip hop's been through historically with all the negativity, and then again they're just and then Dr. Dre and Snoop going through death row, and didn't he have an aneurysm last year, and Snoop Dogg's mum just died, and that Eminem and Mary have like drug issues and now they're sober. It's like personal shit and like
a hopeful
life
circle thing.
background, and then like it's like a big fuck you. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's how it was. Like, it was so emotional.
Yeah. See,
yeah.
I wasn't looking at all of that when I watched
all
it.
I'm saying is I fucking love
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
song.
remember the song when da da da
Remember this
da
song
da, but
we used
like
to
you
play?
had gone
And
like
that-
right into like this whole.
But your lens was completely different.
yeah.
It was like just felt like a movement to me. That's what it felt like.
That's
Like,
so.
who would ever think you could sing like California Love or like Still Dre like that, like
Yeah.
in a stadium that's like a major white sport too, like.
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
See, I wouldn't think that though.
That it was
to me, I'm like, oh yeah, they can perform anywhere. They're huge. Like I
Yeah.
never looked at it like, oh my god, he sea walked
Yeah,
on
yeah.
a big platform,
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
yeah.
I'm like, doesn't he sea walk everywhere?
yeah.
Like,
So for you,
I
it's just
wouldn't
like
for me.
normal.
Be
It's
like a
normal.
mainstream thing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Mainstream white America wouldn't want that. Do you know what I mean? But they did that, and it's like the first full-on hip hop kind of halftime show thing. So it was like
That
a big
is
deal.
true.
Yeah,
That
it was a
is
massive deal. It was super cool too.
I'm just
super
trying to
awesome.
see if there was
I mean,
what the feedback was.
Like it was, and it was
feedback.
still
Holy
mainstream.
shit,
Like
it was
I
still-
think Kendrick didn't. You know then that he didn't say I hate Popo in that line. Like they cut some of the shit out
right.
because it's still
He said something
mainstream.
else.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still a family show.
Yeah,
theoretically,
yeah.
you
So they
know,
kind of
families.
had to mainstream it up.
Sam
a bit,
said he
but
changed the lyrics somewhere because he was singing along and he changed it.
Yeah.
like the bad words.
So
and
I can
stuff.
see,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
I know what you mean.
It was probably the most censored halftime show, maybe.
Oh,
I've got to
bleeping out all
say,
those
I mean,
words.
after all the years of watching the Super Bowl
Yeah.
half show, I've never had goosebumps like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think it's because it was a mixture of our 90s music
I think that's what
and,
it is. It's-
and hip hop. Like, I've never seen hip hop.
and like 20 years, they're
Huge.
still relevant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like there was a lot of memories, a lot of.
like so cool that Dre and Snoop survived all of that
I know, and it's
to
still
be able
like
to
you know
perform
together.
and like
Yeah.
still be around.
I know. Listen to this. Easily the best halftime show ever after Prince. Yes, it will launch 10,000 critiques, and the NFL is beyond shady for projecting black culture while denying black opportunity. I was just
Yes.
like, oh.
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments like.
Yeah, it's all quite varied.
Yeah, there's
a lot of good
mixture.
stuff.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. But then I heard a lot of. Well, you know what? They didn't give Eminem a lot more time and
No one had much
blah
time,
blah
really.
blah and
yeah.
blah blah. And I just thought, oh, here we go.
I
Yeah.
feel like
You know, it's the
anyone who had anything bad to say are like white or racist. 'Cause honestly,
because it was. I was looking at the picture. It was a Karen. It was
it'd be
a
like all the
Karen.
Karens and someone who didn't like that
Yeah.
halftime show.
Oh, can you believe Diana Ross performed in
Yeah, I saw that.
I-
But like, and was it like the is it a 90s?
1996?
Yeah, which I was kind of like,
That feels
and-
recent.
But guess what? Michael Jackson performed before her in 1993.
yeah, but that he
I
will
would've
he
thought
could
it would be-
perform at any
But
year and
Diana
still be
Ross, I
relevant.
would've
But I
thought-
feel like that was out of her
That was a bit late
time.
for her. Eh?
Yeah, I did read that.
That is interesting.
Um, But now I think maybe they were just putting in, maybe that was her city, maybe, because apparently the host city also helps choose the show, you know, who's going to perform. So maybe, fuck knows, maybe that was her city or something. But I reckon back when she would have been relevant, they weren't doing that sort of thing anyway. Because would you call her like a 60s, 70s kind of
70s,
thing? And
yeah.
they were doing marching bands and
this
shit
is
like
in
that.
like 90. I mean, this would have been cool. Boys to Men, Smokey Robinson.
Yeah,
Martha
I saw
Reeves,
that.
The Temptations and Queen Latifah.
And again, like, what year was that?
98.
So Boyz II Men and Queen Latifah were relevant to that
Yeah,
time, but
yeah.
the other ones
Temptations, Martha Reeves, Smokey Robinson.
are like
were
from a long time ago.
Diana Ross kind of.
Yeah, so it was
Era,
kind of
era.
it's really
They
odd
mixed it
how
up
they
to
did
make
Maybe it
it
was a
it-
mixture.
to maybe
because-
make it good for cross
Everybody.
generational again. Yeah, so they're doing the Kendrick Lamar thing
Yeah.
with the exactly.
Right, yeah, that makes
So
sense.
the reason Kendrick is in it is because all those people that were there
Yeah, you
are
were
people
saying.
that Dre's made famous or helped produce it for. So he did Mary's Let's
So that-
Get It From.
Oh
Kendrick.
yeah.
He did that. You know, he made Eminem. Him and Eminem made 50. Dre signed Kendrick after hearing him off a mixtape or something like that.
So they're all connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Anderson .Paak had an album that flopped, and then Dre took him and put him on the Compton album, and then he produced Oxnard, which is like my favorite Anderson .Paak
I told you all this stuff, didn't
album.
I? Yeah.
But like this, like the only thing missing that I felt was
It's
missing
me?
from that, if there was anything to miss that you could add, I thought, like if it's LA and it's West Side, you could have had Ice Cube. Like that's how I felt.
Yeah.
Could have had Ice
I
Cube.
wonder.
Because that's so West Side.
So for a second, because I didn't see that Kendrick guy properly, and I thought it was for like a second, and I was like, oh, okay, nah, this is a guy. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Kendrick.
But I'm just
And
yeah,
I
mostly
felt like they like all kind of picked songs that were kind of empowering, like
Yeah.
you know, Mary with hers, and then that's maybe why Eminem picked that song of all the songs he could have sung, and
that's true.
Kendrick sang "All Right."
But it does say definitely. What does it say? The halftime show was somewhat centered around hip hop icon Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
All four of the
Yeah.
other artists have collaborated with him, and three of the performers all showing up on his album 2001.
Well,
so
that was I mean, you.
Oh my
yeah,
god!
you
And when he
could
did the
tell.
nod to Tupac, I thought a hologram was
What
going
was
to
that?
come
Was
out.
that
Me
I
too.
Ain't Mad at You or something?
I
I
Ain't
just
Mad
got
at Ya,
goosebumps thinking about that
yeah.
again. That was real nice.
I thought he was going to pop up somewhere.
And it was kind of slick, like how, you know,
Maybe he didn't have the
Eminem-
budget for that because since he paid for it himself.
Yeah.
Or it might have been cheesy, or what
Oh, I
everyone
don't
would have
know.
expected.
Like
you
they did with
know?
Michael Jackson, eh?
Yeah.
They did one with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And Whitney Houston, I think they've done one.
So maybe they were like, "No, we'll just do this." Like,
But it was
nod
kind of
and-
like good timing, like because Eminem kneeled, and you know that's controversial. Like, oh my god, why would you
He's
kneel?
gonna cause
kind of
that.
thing. But then then they play I Ain't Mad at You.
So
It's
maybe
kind
it
of
was
like
just
make
like,
it nice.
yes,
like, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Like,
I was
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a
Like,
good
don't get mad,
timing.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bring it down a bit, people.
It kind of made you sad. You hear that, and just like, oh, that's so nice.
Oh my god, can you imagine if it was Tupac performing now? Whoo!
Oh Jesus!
Damn,
Then I don't.
That shit. Oh, I can't even speak about it. It's just so. Wow.
Yeah,
A lot of-
that was so cool.
They were given a little bit of flack because of their age, their ages. Like because the
like
youngest
how
were
old?
Off,
the youngest
Karens.
was obviously Kendrick Lamar at 34, and the oldest was Dr. Dre, who's 56.
Which isn't even old.
No.
That makes me old because, you know, when you're seeing some of the memes or whatever, and they're like oldies hip hop, something, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not old. That makes me feel old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That people look at them like that they're old.
But look, I
Hip-hop.
mean, they're not that much older than us. Who's the? Who's
Okay,
the young?
we're
Who's
old.
It's like,
I'm the same age as
shut
Kendrick.
no, sorry. So what I mean is like 50 Cent is 46, but I don't even like. Oh, I'm going to be 40 something this year.
50 Cent is 46.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I mean. Like, so I
should
don't.
hang
That's what I'm
upside
like
down.
you. I'm not old. They're not old.
Should hang upside down then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 46.
I liked how that they did that. And then it was funnier how everyone was making memes about him
I
hanging
know.
upside
And
down.
What,
It's
getting
so
a headache
funny.
and shit.
Yeah.
Waiting for his turn and shit
Oh,
like
that's
that.
what my my adult sons were saying, laughing about.
Oh, he's still cute. Is it a mold? Or middle? Mold?
Mild.
Oh, no, it's a doof.
A doof.
Yeah.
Dilf.
He's a doof.
Is he?
That almost sounds like something else.
Yeah.
Well,
Just close to the letter F.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow,
Um,
check this out. This is like 2003. Shania Twain and No Doubt.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so-
different.
Yeah, what a weird combo. That's not cross generational.
not.
That's just
That's just.
no. I was gonna
Special
say
guest
something.
was Sting.
See,
Eh,
that's cool. That's a very odd combination.
very.
Whereas today's
odd.
one, you know, this week's one was a proper flow. You could see the connection.
Yeah.
It was, you know, all of it was relevant together.
Same
but,
genre.
Well,
Bar
yeah.
Kendrick. But that is just like some crazy shit. No, but there's been some amazing, you know, from what I could see, I had a quick look to see who's done some before. Because, like, the only time I ever remember anyone is the Janet
and Justin.
drama because of a nipple.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's a family show. Do you know what I mean? But other than that, I've never given two shits about the
And
Super
didn't
Bowl.
he take ages to apologize to her for that? Like, take responsibility
But
for
wait,
it?
what? Did he rip it on purpose?
Wasn't on purpose, but he did it. Or something.
Then
He
fuck-
didn't apologize.
He
for a
didn't
while.
But
apologize.
it was an
Well,
accident, nigga. What
yeah,
are you
it
apologizing
was.
for?
I mean,
for
because
accidentally.
she like copped lots of shit for
For
it. I
showing
think.
everyone she had a black
Because-
Yeah.
nipple.
But like blaming it on her.
Was it? Wait, sorry. Was it black?
Did you see it?
Black or white.
Did you see the uncensored version on Pornhub?
Oh, I'm just
on
guessing.
Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Yeah, I think she got heaps of and took lots of shit for it as if she'd done it, but he like got exposed to.
Yeah,
her
but
nipple or
either
something.
But
way,
it was
I'm
an
like, it's an
accident,
accident.
yeah.
Whether she did it herself when she did something,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, sorry guys,
Or he didn't like have her back.
Yeah.
or have a front.
Yeah, or have her front
Oh, wow.
and back.
And Dolph. And Dolph.
And
I'm
Dolph.
just going back to Dolph.
And Dolph. But then he fucked it up again when he did the Prince tribute. So he's just like,
She just keeps fucking it
Yeah,
up.
he
You're
just
never
keeps
coming
fucking
back
it
to the
up,
Super
man.
Bowl halftime show, Justin.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, my God, Justin. One job.
To be fair, honestly, I can
can do
only
it.
see a
No.
lot of positive stuff, and it's mostly like
So
you
it
know,
should be.
people saying,
Fuck's sake. It was, it
yes,
was amazing.
my generation's music is the Super Bowl
I
halftime show.
am so proud. I felt really proud when I saw them
Like you'd
come up.
done
I was
something
like,
too. You were just like,
he was
yes.
fucking there when the song
Yeah.
came out.
Do you know what? I just don't think that I thought much about it until you gave us like a little bit of context
Background or
and
something.
background
I don't
behind it,
know,
and
yeah.
now I'm like, okay, like it was
Oh,
cool
I loved
before.
it without the context.
No, but that's what I mean. It was cool before,
Yeah.
but now you're like,
Yeah, like
wow.
like even if they had sucked their whole performance, it still would have been
Well,
awesome
you
because
were
of the
there.
meaning behind
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they're not
No,
going to
no, it didn't
suck.
suck. Didn't
If
suck.
it was Justin Timberlake, it sucks.
Dre says it's crazy that it took all of this time for us to be recognized.
Oh my
Amen.
God.
Yeah.
It's so sad to hear that. Something like that, you know?
We're gonna do
Amen.
it so big that they can't deny us anymore.
That's
in the
right.
future.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. Did so
Rah,
much for
rah.
the culture and the people.
no.
And, oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Now, see here, the show was extremely well received on social media, with many hailing it as the best ever, and that's all I can see.
Exactly.
It's all I can see. So I was just thinking, like, I don't know what the Super Bowl is like, but like I think you mentioned, it's, you know, primarily a white
Yeah, it's
people.
mainstream. Like
Yeah, so then you're kind of just like, I wonder how
It's
you
like-
felt
it's like-
being
it's
there.
Like rugby.
Like, did you love it?
When
Did
we
you
watch
know it?
rugby.
Did you, like, I really want to know.
Well, I only watched the Super Bowl depending who was performing.
same. I
Over
don't
the
watch
years.
the games.
But that's what I don't even
I
know
don't watch the
that.
games. I ain't about the game. But depending who's performing, I'm like, oh my God, because it's like the biggest show ever.
I'm semi
And
tempted
if you're
to get
chosen,
into
it's
it.
like,
It's like a big deal.
It's a big, massive deal.
Like,
Oh,
you're-
shit, I can
you've really
imagine.
made it.
and
imagine.
whose one did I watch? I think it was Lady Gaga. Her lead up, they did a doco on her lead up towards that, and so did J-Lo.
Oh, that's actually quite a
So it's
clever
it's
idea.
huge for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But do you know what strikes me as odd is that it's, you know, you think with these kind of people that they'd be like, oh, it's just another thing. But even they're like, this is huge for us. And how long have they been around? Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they're still like, because but it's sad that this is a platform that they struggle to get on. And if
Yeah.
they do, then they feel like they're really making it. Like, that's a little bit.
Well, you kind of have to make it have made it already because you need
Well, that's
to
what I mean.
have
But
like
would you not think these people have made it already?
Yeah.
Like,
maybe
Yeah,
it's like a
to
big
me,
honor,
it's-
big
Yeah.
honor, like a recognition of all your work that you're good enough to
Exactly.
be offered that. One, because you're good, and two, you can afford to
To-
put on your
To
own
put
show.
it on.
Yeah,
yeah.
but also, and I suppose because it's a hard thing, you know, to get on. Not everyone's going to get that opportunity. No
Uh-huh.
wonder, you know, Anderson was fucking teeth in it.
Yeah, because
'cause
I remember when
that will be probably potentially his. I don't want to say his only time
Well, actually,
it would've
him
been.
and 50 Cent
for sure. Yeah,
were special guests.
yeah, exactly.
I remember
Well-
when they had announced that he was doing that Dre or whatever, Anderson Park put up on his Instagram like, "Please, bro, if you need a drummer, I'm all in," kind of thing. This was when it like first was announced, and then like
And now look,
to see
I
him
wasn't
on the
even
show.
watching Eminem. I was watching him.
So that's why the
that's so
grinning was on. He was
cool,
just
'cause
like,
he's
"Yeah,
I
I'm
did
here,
it."
man.
That's how it's
I
going.
made it."
Oh,
Because I was watching, and it only showed like a little bit of him in the beginning when Eminem went on, and I went, "Holy shit! I know those glasses."
Yeah.
I know those teeth, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And you know, we already know he's an amazing drummer, so I
Yeah.
just went, "Fuck, he's gonna fuck shit up," and he absolutely did. And I'm,
If only
Yeah.
it could have been like 20 minutes.
yeah,
Fuck
me
something.
too.
Now they need to do a tour, you see. All of them need to go on a worldwide tour.
Yeah,
And
I
come
heard
to
a lot of
Auckland.
that. I heard a lot of
Yeah.
people talking, saying that should happen.
well, yeah, exactly, because you know we're like old enough to go to that. You're not old enough to go to it, but now like we've got money, whereas back then we would have been like, you know,
God.
teenagers or whatever,
Yeah.
and so it would just like actually take off.
It would sell out immediately.
Well, I think that was the biggest highlight for me this year.
Music
beginning
Considering
of
the
this
years,
year.
yeah, it's like
Musically, and then we have things like we always have a segment in our podcast show about verses. And we kind of did this Musiq Soulchild versus Anthony Hamilton happened yesterday. And we were all like, yep, let's do it. This is awesome. Let's get into it. And then we were going to come tonight and do it. And then we were like,
we came together, and
you
I
know
think
what? No.
Wasn't feeling it.
I think the more we thought at the time, hitting, nice, awesome. And then I think when we looked into the music in our own time,
Yeah.
I was like, don't know that one, or I've never heard,
And besides that, there was lots of things that went wrong with it in the first place.
Oh,
The
my
fucking
God.
feed the live kept dropping. They're cutting some of the songs off, and you just couldn't really catch a vibe.
also that
'cause
guy,
it kept dropping.
the one who was like the host, kind of was like unnecessary comments and just like, even who the fuck are you actually? That was me, but then again, I might not know people. But I think because when you hear, I like Anthony Hamilton, I just don't there's not a lot. I don't know a lot of his songs.
Neither.
But then when they said, Anthony Hamilton versus Musiq Soulchild, I was like, oh yeah, that could be
That's
all
a good
right.
match.
Yeah, because we like that neo soul kind of vibe. But when it came down to it, it was like, actually, fuck this versus. It was I pitched things purely because Musiq Soulchild's like them.
Yeah.
Or I gave them a listen, because there's how many songs was there? It was like 40
songs,
40
rounds.
something. Yeah, 20 rounds with that Lucky Day song stuck in there. So there was 41-ish songs or so, or something. And I could only tell you maybe, I want to say 6,
Yeah.
potentially, that I knew.
Of Anthony's.
Oh, like of a mixture, will we go through it quickly, or the Come In and Break You Off one by The Roots?
I love that.
Do you know, I didn't even know it was Musiq Soulchild that sung the
chorus?
chorus. So when that was
Oh,
cool
I
for
didn't
me.
know
I was
that.
like, oh my God, I love
Yeah.
that song anyway. But now I love it even more knowing it was you that,
Music.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
he won that round with that song.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't even know Mama New Love.
Yeah.
Round 2, didn't know any of the songs.
What was round 2?
Coming From Where I'm From.
Oh, yeah. That
And
was
then-
one of Anthony's
Yeah, Merry Go Round.
common songs. Is it common?
I don't know. It wasn't common to me.
Big songs.
Oh, shit. Whoops.
I was just like, I wasn't even interested in the beginning. I liked them both, but I wasn't even interested in the verses. I was, oh, yeah, okay. But then when I clicked into the live, I was like, and immediately I was like, music's going to win. I don't know much of Anthony. I don't listen to him. Had a real stink-ass vibe. And then when I was watching it and I was getting into it, because they'll sing a song or something. Yeah. And then the vibe just disappears. Then it's just flat. And it felt like most of the time it was Musiq Soulchild who was just flat.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
it was a
comments,
good
so
live,
flat.
eh?
And it was like he had on a half jumper.
Yeah, he just didn't come
So
ready.
you came half-assed with a half jumper.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So just like he was
just
half.
fucking
he
play
he
the
wasn't
CD.
fully into it. Yeah,
It
he
felt
wasn't.
like that. Yeah.
And then he was just doing runs like
Yeah.
like the same thing throughout every single damn song. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, you're amazing, but it just sounds really lazy.
Lazy. And
Just-
there was
he
no
wasn't
energy.
prepared.
He
Yeah, there
has
was no energy.
some really big songs where he could have really touched the crowd or just touched you watching him,
Yeah.
but he didn't give you that at
Or
all.
he could have done some, because most of his songs, like I said, I'd like if he just got an acoustic,
Yeah.
a guy to play the guitar. Fuck, that would have been so
Yeah,
meaningful.
meanwhile, Anthony Hamilton came with
he came with a
all his
backup
guests. What are
singers.
his songs called? His singers called the Hamiltones.
The
Hamiltones.
Hamiltones.
Yeah, so he already had them.
Jermaine Dupri was
fully
part of
behind
it, and he
him.
was
He
No,
had
no, like-
Nappy Roots.
Yeah.
And he
Was
had
just-
who's Kevin Ross
Kevin
and
Ross,
Raheem DeVaughn
yeah.
and
And-
Danelle Jones. He had
Who's the other?
everybody.
Eric Roberson.
Just he came for a battle.
No, I know. In a way,
Whereas
though,
music
I'm
just-
always like, if you feel like you have to bring your features, Is that
But
because
and
you
they
don't
had
feel
better
like
features
you?
than
Oi,
Musiq
but in
Soulchild, though.
saying that, the features make it live.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
like we could watch them the whole night, but still,
Be good if Mary
having the
J. Blige
features is
came
just,
for.
Forward there,
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so it's busy at the Super Bowl.
Oh, this is true.
She had better things to do.
She's like, excuse me, I've got like a whole platform over here.
Basically, there were like I went through probably all the way to round 5.
Yeah, I was at work. I mean,
Oh,
sorry
same.
if you're hearing this.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
at-
boss.
yeah.
But I was working at the same
and I
time.
had to play each song, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Nah, not feeling it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I know this one. it
And that
has
was
to
the
be
other
Musiq
thing. If
Soulchild.
you knew it, you were probably more inclined to choose that one as your
Of course.
winning song,
Of course.
which is not good. I think we got behind the vibe of verses. They're always vibe and they're always, like.
Oh, yeah.
But this one was just lacking. But I think that's because we're not.
It was kind of one-sided.
Well, we're not proper
Yeah.
Anthony Hamilton fans. Where
Nah.
the people who paid to go are like
Were.
full-on fans. So they
They
would
were
have
full
loved
on,
this
yeah.
to death.
Yeah.
But I just feel like he hasn't caught up, or we haven't caught
In
up
New
in
Zealand?
New Zealand.
Yeah.
I recognise his name and I recognise a couple of his songs,
Same.
but I don't go looking for
Not
his
like
stuff.
music.
If I see his name, I'm like, give it a listen.
Know who he is.
Yeah.
Because you know he's like can sing and he's like the man and stuff.
Yeah, and
but
he's
you
that-
just don't really listen to his music.
Yeah, I don't go looking for his shit.
I know him more for like the songs he's featured on and shit like that, more than his own. Like I know more
Yeah.
songs that he's featured on than the songs that he's sung for himself. If that
Right.
makes any sense.
Well,
Yeah.
or like the fact that he wrote with about
Yeah.
10 other people that bloody
I
Donell Jones
actually
song.
love his featured songs.
Yeah, me
compared to his
too.
own.
Like heaps. Like I still listen to his featured
Yeah.
stuff.
So the song, when he featured it, like in that, like when he was in that Jill Scott song, the Musiq Soulchild song it was put against, I liked that better. So I didn't even
Yeah.
give a shit about that feature.
What song was that against?
That song was So In Love
Oh yes.
versus
Yes.
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 Yeah, and I love Yes.
Yeah.
I love you.
And that one's a real nice one too because it's about, I think in the video clip, Musiq Soulchild. So anyway, it says Music's an ambassador for Circle of Promise, which educates and mobilizes the African American community in the fight against breast cancer. And so in that clip, the girl has breast cancer. Yeah. So then, there's lots of real breast cancer survivors in the video clip. So I was just like, because
that's cool.
there's really nice lyrics. Like just when
Meanings.
you think like, oh, I need to find the lyrics because it's it's nice. It talks about like, when you think, not Beyonce. I don't even know that song. Brought up. It's just stuff like don't question. Like people grow and seasons change, but when it comes to love, you don't have to worry. The answer's always going to be yes to you. And I'm just like,
Oh, melt my
it's so
heart.
nice when
Oh
the
my
world
gosh,
and the
I'm
odds are
melting.
against you. You don't have to question. Like especially
Yeah.
long-term partners who are like, fuck, do you still feel the
Still,
same for
yeah.
me? And he's like, don't ever ask. The answer will always be yes.
Aww.
And then especially with the cancer thing, I
Look at
still
that.
think you're beautiful because I'm more attracted to what's inside of you. So yeah, I love that song.
Oh, that is.
So even though
Lots
I
of
love
his
Jill
songs are
Scott.
like that,
Fuck
yeah.
yes. And that's the thing. Lyrically, he's a genius. Live,
Sucks.
not
shit.
so much. Whereas Anthony Hamilton can.
I'm surprised because I was actually really looking
Same.
forward to him performing live.
Yeah.
And I thought, fuck, this guy's got an amazing voice. And
Yeah, it's gonna be
nostrils and
great.
shit.
He's gonna take it
be
away.
Awesome. I'm expecting some acoustic here.
Yeah.
'Cause of, and fucking.
But nah, he
absolute shit.
needs. Yeah.
And then he got outsung.
Eh,
Then he was outsung, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
And then I just thought, what the fuck is this? I mean, you're just like standing there with your hand in your pocket like you're the shit.
Of your pants, because
Yeah,
your
you are the
jumper's too
fucking
small.
shit,
Yeah.
but perform.
But still, doesn't mean you don't have to.
Doesn't mean you don't have to give your 120%, mate.
Yeah.
Because you just got a big after that.
Fans.
Yep. He was
pick.
outsung.
He
He
was
was
outsung.
outperformed. He
He
was
was-
outguessed as well. All the better guests from
Yeah,
Anthony.
like, is he going to walk away and watch that and go, wow.
Yeah.
I look like I just rolled out of bed and went, oh, yeah, I got a performance tonight.
Oh shit! I got my
With
son's jumper on.
Anthony.
No, jeez.
And, like, and also, like, give some respect to your person that you're going against, you know?
Well, yeah, and he
Act
did
like
say
you
that in the
turned up.
beginning.
Don't be like Chaka Khan and turn up fucking wasted
Drake.
as fuck and let the other chick carry
Steal
your
the
ass.
show, yeah.
I was like, holy shit, it's just like that, but he's sober.
Yeah, I think he was too kickback for
He was
For
way
it.
too and then
and
he was off.
underestimated it. Underestimated
And then when
it.
he was singing, he
Parts
was
where he was
pitchy.
off-key,
He was
yeah.
so pitchy. Like it's like he was just lazy to to hit his keys.
Do they get paid
You
for
know?
it? Maybe it's like, I was just getting paid
I
for
don't
it.
know. If he wasn't getting paid, then yeah, I'd perform like that too.
just
Yeah, fair. 'Cause, yeah, why?
Fair enough. But if he got paid, nah, fuck you. Paying at the door, huh?
I'm just reading people's responses. Before the verses, I had Music by Anthony one tonight.
Yeah.
See?
Yo, that was me
That's
too.
exactly. He showed up. That's why. He showed up because he knew it was a.
Next
That's
one.
why it's fucking called Versus Music
Yeah.
Soul Child. Not
He
let's
probably
go hang at
thought
the
he
flea
could just-
market and sing along with karaoke.
Someone did say after watching it, Anthony Hamilton won, but I was glad to hear some neo soul music. I needed the musical,
Oh,
uplift, which is
Making
I don't think we
excuses
have
for
enough.
music.
We don't play enough. I don't think, and I don't think a lot of people get into it that
no.
much.
Look, I have to hunt, to be honest. I've
Yeah.
really got to
For
hunt
neo
for my
soul.
neo
Yeah,
soul
yeah.
Let's make up some neo soul songs.
right now.
No.
I was going to say, because remember
Let's
we
do an
tried to
album.
talk like Jamaican the other day, an album.
Let's
Yeah, I
do an
mean,
album.
oh look, I mean, nah, fuck, I couldn't.
It
do
was
that,
nice to
but
hear the music, but it would have been cool if he
if he
was-
matched,
to battle,
matched
yeah.
the music.
matched the hype.
But do you come like that and then you're looked at like, do you think you're better?
That's what
Like
I mean.
you
Did you think
fucking
you could
perform
win it
like
on
that?
your just sitting back because you're that good?
Do you perform like that? Don't underestimate the oldies,
or
man.
is he
'cause,
just a
you know,
kickback fella in general and was like, it's not that important to me. I'm just coming to have fun.
Really? Is
I
that
don't
how
know.
he's going to perform
No,
everywhere?
I don't know.
Yeah.
To be fair, you probably thought, fuck, I got this in the bag. Like,
Yes,
song for
Is
song.
that
that's what
what
I'm
you
thinking.
think?
Song
I'm-
for song, I'm winning this.
I'm
so-
kind of like, okay, is that how he thought? I don't want to think that way,
Yeah.
but if you're going to perform like that, then
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I'm thinking.
Did he sing that song? I just want to know your name or whatever.
Sunny, yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
you did.
Okay.
Is that the Sunny one? Dun, 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 dun,
Mhm.
dun.
Okay.
See, he's got so many cool songs. He wasn't even vibing when he was singing it. Like, he's just standing there.
I don't know because I stopped watching it after a
Or
while.
you know, I mean, I'll take it back if he's shy and stuff like that, but come on,
Yeah, no. And then
show
when
up,
he brought
just
out
show up.
his baby mama, I don't know, it was like, are you just trying to make up guests now because you've
Yeah.
run
Wait,
out?
who's
Because
his baby mama?
I thought-
She's from 702.
Mila.
No way.
Something Mila. They got like a Down syndrome or autistic child together. But
Really?
I thought they were going to sing together or she was going to sing a song, but she just came out and said, hey, I'm Team Music.
She came out and she went, you don't know
Yeah.
what you do. Got me, I love you. And I can't. I don't know the words.
But basically, it was just like a, hi, that's my baby daddy.
Oh, is that his wife? Interesting.
Yeah, so the other, because there were two sisters in the group. Twins, I'm pretty sure. No, sisters. There were twins, then one twin left. Because there used to be 4 in 702.
Oh, was there?
A set of twins and their sister and that one, I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
I remember the twins.
And then one of the twins left, and so it was 2 sisters and that girl in the group, from what I can vaguely remember. I did I did like a song 143 because I figured out what 143 means.
What does 143 mean?
Can't-
Making fun of his son. Linda. Just because he was really stuck at
point at me.
verses, you don't need to make fun of his son,
Don't
okay?
point at me,
No, that's
lady.
sad. She wasn't.
I wasn't. I was making fun of my friend here.
What does 143 mean?
I love you.
143.
Four.
How?
1,
4,
4,
5.
3.
I don't get it.
How?
I.
Love.
And then love is 4 letters, and you is 3 letters. 143.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh, I like
clever.
it. Because if you listen to the lyrics in it, he talks about how he rings her at work, so he can't be like, I love you. So he just says 143. So it's like a code.
Oh, is that why the people were talking about the what do you call them? The beepers back in the day.
What, those things? No.
You know when you beep and you get a message
yeah,
and
because you can only put like
you
limited
numbers
text
or something. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
that's
Oh, that's
great.
cute.
Yeah, so that song I didn't know before today, and I like that.
Interesting. Okay, do you know what, guys?
What?
What, guys?
Okay, I like his songs, but it wasn't fair that he didn't really show his face last night.
Because he was wearing glasses.
He's wearing glasses and a hoodie.
You wait, because is he attractive?
Because he's got a
See,
lazy
I'm
eye.
looking now.
No, I don't think he's that
Because
good looking.
honestly, if he was to walk past me, I wouldn't know who the fuck he was.
I don't think Anthony Hamilton's that good looking either.
Well,
But
unless
looks
he
slick.
wasn't wearing shades.
He looks slick though.
And yeah, I've got to mention these mustard leather pants he wore last night. I just went, what the fuck? That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Are those Origins?
I had to look because I thought it was.
But they were leathery.
But then they were kind of shiny.
Oh,
And I
maybe they
went,
were old.
oh my God.
So they were PVC or something.
yeah.
Oh, yo.
They were shiny.
But I think Musiq wore glasses because he has a lazy eye.
Does he now?
He's
Can
got a
I-
funny eye.
Oh, so he's got
Had an
the...
accident
Can I
or
fact
something.
check that?
And because he can't wear his fringe over his face, like, what's her face? Gabrielle, Desra, or whatever. Why does she wear?
A patch, eye patch.
Oh, does she wear a patch?
Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't see.
Oh.
Did you just get a fright as he grows?
So
Sad.
funny.
You don't know.
Aw.
What you do? So he doesn't have a lazy eye. He's got two lazy eyes.
Two lazy eyes. Oh.
Wow, this just turned terrible.
Yeah, this just mocking.
This turned to like this is a music hate.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
when we actually love music more than Anthony.
love music.
And we're hating.
Well,
But you did not show up last
Lucky
night.
is-
Music
lucky-
Soulchild.
Lucky his songs don't come out his eyes then. Because
That was a really no. It was a really, really.
disappointing.
It was a letdown. Really.
Yeah. I
Last
feel
night.
like I've become a new fan of Anthony based on
absolutely.
that verse.
based on principle.
Based on
Yeah.
Yeah.
performance.
Like his performance, his
Yeah.
voice.
Nah,
the
like I'm not that
songs.
hundy. I still fucking love ya, but you know, you didn't really
I
do
don't
yourself any
He's
favors.
he like you know what do they call those things when you're sitting in church and they pass around that thing? And you put
Collection
money in
plate.
it? Yeah, collection plate. When he was singing, I was like, oh man, it's like you're in church and everyone should just start passing the collection
Give you some
plate.
money.
Like it just gives you that vibe when he sings. Like he's just always on point.
oh, sure. I
Except for
thought-
when he
yeah.
keeps doing his whatever that is.
yeah. What?
He like
Whatever
does all
that is.
Yeah, whatever that was, that's what he was doing. Like,
Yeah,
Okay,
fair enough.
I found some goss on what happened to his eye. Just so that I'm informing us. Okay.
Which eye?
Did he got a stink eye? Oh, you got pink eye. Pink eye? No, he has. He's got
Oh
a.
my
Has he got a
God.
lazy eye? He does.
Okay,
eh?
I don't know. Let's see.
What happened
So-
to his eye?
Music reveals for the first time what happened to his eye. Drum roll. You guys are sad. That was a joke. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So when I was a mad young, my uncle was trying to feed me and I was mad, rebellious. I wanted to feed myself and he was like, nah. And he was trying to take the fork away from me. So he was feeding me and I wouldn't let go. So his hand slipped and jerked back into my eye. I was crying and my mum came in and asked what's going on. And I guess my uncle was in shock. He was like, I don't know what to say. She took me, cleaned me up and put me down. But I was still crying and she was like, what's wrong? She looked at my eyes and took me to the hospital.
Oh, yo, that's a scary accident. Could have taken it out.
and that's the end of that.
And that explains what happened to the eye.
That doesn't explain his shitty attitude
No,
last
towards
night.
performing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it looks like most of the people have chosen
Anthony.
Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah. Well, based on performance last night, yes.
They did say it was a
You
lesson
can't-
in male R&B.
Yeah. I mean, even though I didn't know most of the songs Anthony was singing,
It doesn't mean they were.
I was like, you still enjoyed watching him.
Yeah,
And listening.
yeah.
Music, Anthony, music, Anthony.
Anthony Hamilton has that song Charlene, which everybody raves about.
Lives.
I just don't give a shit about it.
You know, when I was younger, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But then when I got older, like it feels different.
You think about things that I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I didn't give a shit about that song when it came out either.
I still
was
don't,
like,
and I'm
that's
old
gay.
as.
Yeah.
I agree there, yeah.
But then it hit different as I was older, so I did end up liking it eventually.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I know there's a whole story.
Do you think the
Excited.
verses, like the novelty of it, is
Is
wearing
worn
off?
off?
Maybe
Yeah, it could be.
Potentially,
because
and
it kind of like they ruin it how like it just comes across not professional sometimes.
yeah,
With the
Yeah.
technical difficulties and
the less than
ending
professional
people's songs,
actress or
sometimes it's-
actress
yeah,
singer.
they kind of just doesn't come together professionally.
But
and
I
nicely.
suppose that was always the thing because it was, during COVID and done online,
Yeah.
and there was a fuck up with the first one, wasn't
Yeah.
there? Which was understandable.
But now that it's like you're making a stage for it and all that, like
yeah,
you
you should get your
do it
shit
properly.
together.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what's.
Well, that's what started it because we were texting, but back and forth like, oh fuck, it keeps cutting out. It's kind of killing the buzz.
It
Yeah,
was.
it
You
did.
can't get the
Kill
feel
buzz,
for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I still think with this particular one, had everything gone perfectly, that wouldn't have changed Musiq Soulchild's performance. So
Yeah.
it comes down to
I feel like it would have been a really tight battle, kind of, if Anthony had have sung all of his features. Because he only did the Jada Kiss one
Yeah.
and the Nappy Roots one. But if he did the Tupac remix that he did, and then the one he did with Twister, Sunshine, which might have been a better pit.
you're right.
Which might have been a better
bigger,
pit
so much bigger. I
against-
mean, he won anyway.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. True.
So, but fuck yeah, I love that Sunshine song.
Yeah.
It's actually
Do you
playing a
remember
lot lately.
Music's feature he did with Santana? Nothing at all. Do you remember that?
No.
Is there
No.
nothing at all that I can do to win your? Oh. Okay.
Wow. No.
Nah.
Sounds like something I probably
That's the
haven't
only
heard.
other feature that I remember of his was that one and Break You Off. But
So those are our two music topics for 2022, isn't it? To kinda
yeah.
get us on. I mean, this was meant to be our big, welcome back to 2022. Let's kick off with the first verses for the year to match our first podcast of the year, but it just wasn't really cutting the mustard for us, like fucking at all. So we
No.
went right off the idea, but we didn't want to come with nothing, so we thought we'd talk about it and bitch about it, how much we hated it.
Yeah.
But
Which we
actually,
did very well.
we didn't hate it. We liked.
Half of it.
I think what we hated was that the guy we were rooting for let us down.
Yeah.
Right.
Overall, disappointed.
Disappointed us.
Disappointed.
So then we were
That's the
left with
word.
a sour taste in our mouth.
Yeah.
And you can't
like,
deny that Anthony Hamilton was probably the better performer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. Hands down.
So
Touched the
that
crown.
left, oh my gosh.
Turn around.
The merry-go-round. Oh my god, we need a Neo Soul album, Hard Out. Fuck.
Fuck. What did I just say? We should.
And then obviously the Super Bowl was like, pretty
Amazing.
spectacular. Yeah.
That wasn't disappointing at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, like
That was
something wasn't
everything
disappointing
that
in
it was.
2022.
Everything that I
Anticipated
dreamt
to
it was
be.
going to be.
And then some. Yeah.
Oh,
So
look.
two big musical things to kick off the first episode, even though it didn't go how we thought or imagined it would go. It's
Yeah. And we're not going to come on here and pretend like, okay, this is
Nah,
cool.
we never do.
And if we're not feeling it, we're going to bloody tell you we're not feeling it, and you probably won't either.
No, but even we were arguing just earlier about me and Sim were just like,
whether or
Nah.
not to
we
do
don't.
it.
No. We
Because
were
you
like, we
weren't-
don't even
no
want
one
to talk
felt
about
it
the
anymore.
verses.
Wanna
We didn't
talk
even want
about-
to talk
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
But
And I think that comes down to how we feel about what happened.
we're not passionate about it.
Yeah, because
we
he
don't
let us
wanna-
down. I felt
Yeah.
wasn't amazing verses.
We would have been
I don't-
here, and that would have been one episode just
And
on that.
Exactly, and I don't think we would have cared about how it went off and blah blah blah. But it
Because
was
whatever
just
we did
amazing.
see,
Yeah.
it was amazing.
But I
Because he
think
caught
we were-
the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he disappointed us.
and there was just no vibe. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not gonna waste my voice.
No, neither. But someone pointed out to us that there might be people, and also because we all agree that we don't think Anthony Hamilton and Musiq Soulchild are as popular as
yeah,
frickin',
most.
all the people at the Super Bowl.
yeah,
So then why would we sit here and waste our time bitching about it? But there are the odd people, the niche people who who watched it and might want to know what we thought about it and might want to agree with us or might want to strongly disagree with us. But just because that's what we think doesn't mean, the one listener out there doesn't. No.
One James.
Either way, it was a topic of discussion, and there was
you're
opinion
right.
about it.
You're right. Whether it was definitely unfavourable.
And that's what podcasting's all about.
Yeah, and I think we just lost sight of that because we just were dispassionate about it, and it was like, why the fuck would I want to talk about it?
That is so Linda and I, and that's why we're besties too. Because once we agree on something, we're like, nah.
That's it. I know. And I'm so surprised we just recorded this because then all of a sudden it just got flipped around and we were just like, because I think
talking.
Honestly, I was like laughing because I was looking at Pani and I was thinking, oh my gosh, she's probably thinking, oh no, they can't shut the fuck up. We're bitching just before. We got nothing to say.
Pani, you run with this one. We'll just sit here in the background. And now she's like, I didn't even get a word in.
I didn't say shit.
Same old.
Because whatever it is, there's always something you think about it. So you always got something to say.
The thing is, that your opinion is always going to be your opinion.
Yeah.
I think we were concerned that we had no facts behind us, like we'd done no Super Bowl catch up, but then we didn't really need to because you really
it's all opinion anyway.
And you gave us the background, and it was just like another perspective. Just
I'm sure there's more of a background, but it's it's just all opinion,
That's right. This was actually purely an opinion.
We loved this, then we hated the verses, and
that's,
it is what it is.
Yeah, and here's Pani going to us. Okay, we just need to 20 minutes. I'm just talking about it. It has now been an hour and 4 minutes, people. Shut the fuck up now.
Well, yeah.
And we're back for 2022.
We are back.
We totally are.
Yeah. I think that's the other thing. We put so much pressure on us, maybe you and I more than you. You were just like, let's just do it. And we were like, no, but we haven't done anything. Can we just go away and come back and redo, the Super Bowl and get something behind us? And you were just like, nah, let's just talk about it. And we probably needed that because we're never going to.
I think we need to do more of this, actually.
Yeah, just
go on your feels.
Winging it.
It's honest, right? It's honest.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
I think we're so structured in ways we do things.
Well, I guess too, we just like to be prepared and we like to know that we've learned some things ourselves about it. But we still did.
Usually we're doing playlists, but this was more like an empty out the clip kind of thing.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's why it felt weird, I think.
Empty out.
So maybe that's what it was today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was our first session and it was an empty out
just the blurb. Yep.
The clip.
Well done. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. We'll make some more playlists.
Yeah, hang around for
along the way,
2, guys.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Episode 2 for the year, but episode 32. Is it? It is episode 32, I think. Which I like.
And would like to dedicate this to one of our good mates who passed away. Who's part of our network, WesWes network, and he's from the 135 podcast, back of the 135, Eyes. So, yeah, this whole talking shit, he would have loved this stuff.
He would have had more interesting
he would have had
things to say
all
than
the
us.
facts behind this stuff.
God, yes.
Because he was such a factual person.
Yeah, yeah.
And so much talent. And one of the best things that he was amazing at was podcasting. So this one's for you, our dear brother. We love you. And just to hear your voice again would be great. And this is what the beauty of podcasting, we can go back and listen to him. Yeah. You guys?
No, you said it all, mate.
Yeah.
Right. So that's us. Yeah, we're going to post this one. We weren't, but we are now.
We weren't, but we will.
But I'm sure you guys will find our shit quite amusing.
Or not,
Always.
whatever. Do what you want. Like us, not like us, whatever,
But thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for listening.
If you've listened this far.
Yeah.
Right. See you next time.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.